Go!
Bully! Well,
Bully.
gents, friends and fellows, fiends and countrymen, let me weave you a tale after I get my voice back. There it is. You see, a long time ago, perhaps a few hours, I had requested a shield from my newfound gate-guarding friend Urgul. He ran off, and came back with the shield, indeed, but like the skippy fellow he is, he tripped, and it went straight into the well. Thinking not of myself, as I try not to very often, I jumped after it. Oh, thanks. Sorry, Maddie ruined my groove, because my rice is ready.
Yeah, that's all good.
I jumped after it. Wells and steep falls are not that much of a problem for an amphibian with legs such as mine. So disregarding the group's fears, I plunged into the deep, and there I found a nice cool pool of water. And diving down, looking for the shield, I did find it, as it seemed to shimmer in the deep darks of the well, though there was no light to reflect it. Or perhaps there was. You see, there was a hole in the wall, glistening, with what I could only assume was, what I came to find out, underground emeralds. An underground mining deposit. I swam in, curious as I do love my fair bit of nature admiration. But I found terrible things. Such terrible things did I find. There was a mining. There were slave drivers forcing these kobolds to gut the Earth's natural resources. Being a member of Quilt's blanket, I almost couldn't stomach the sight. I crept closer, looking, seeing if I could find a way to stop this, or at the very least gather information for later. And I saw a lizard folk, a large, imposing figure with... What did he have, like an axe?
Oh, are you talking about me?
Yeah, what did you have? What's your weapon of choice?
Oh, I'll just use a spear.
Anyways, this magnificent lizard folk was dragging a spear behind him, commanding all the kobolds to do his bidding. I was almost caught, but I knew. After my battle earlier in the afternoon, I had spent nearly all of my strength, and I knew I had to retreat for now, get a rest, and come back later. After further adventures with my other compatriots, once we found a moment of respite, I snuck out. After leaving a note for my dear pal Axir, apologizing to him for the wrongs that I had done to him and our dear weasel. The door guard, the attendee, one of the members of the Basilica we were hiding out in.
Oh, that's me.
Spark.
Yeah.
Indeed it is. How did you get down into this cave?
I'm not actually down there.
Ah, I see.
I acquired telepathy? Question mark.
Wonderful. You sent me one of those...
Or yeah, like a sending spell. Yeah.
Yeah. One of those sending spells, indeed. And then, I made my way back to the well. I came down. As I was sneaking around trying to see where I could get an advantage, I unfortunately made too much noise, and Gadunk heard me. I plunged back into the water, but not too far in, so that I could see if I could get the one-up on him. And indeed, when he drew closer to the water, investigating, I leapt upon him, gripping him with my poisonous hands. Sorry about that, by the way. And casting divine... divine... emissary of peace, I believe. You think?
Mm-hmm.
Hang on.
Yeah, your channel divinity known as emissary of peace.
Channel divinity, known as... God, I keep losing this voice. Known as emissary of peace. And with that, I was able to convince him that though he was wrong in his current actions, he could change, redeem himself, just like me. And thus, we began gathering more allies, setting free all the slaves. And now, with Gadunk and this muscly man,
I'm Nob.
Nob.
Knob.
Naba.
No, just knob. Like N-O-B. Knob.
You've got it, Naba. With these two, we journey forward, hoping to free the rest of the slaves and complete our mission. And then, we will return to my compatriots and help them overthrow the Cold Shoulder once and for all. That was... I guess that was a younger Grumbino. His inner voice is young him.
Oh, yeah, we can go with that.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Sure. Anyhow.
And that is where we pick up, joining Nob, Grumbino, and Gadunk.
His name is Naba.
Right.
Were we in mid-conversation at all when we left off?
I think that we were telling you about, the fella that just left. Right, sorry, Chuma.
Yes, he's friends with Urgel and that other gate guard, isn't he?
Yeah, he gets along with, the other no folk better than us.
Good to know. As I mentioned before, we shall collect them before we away. Anyway, let's away to the rest of the cave. Now, do you have any other allies we need to gather and send out?
Well, we've been going through the mines here, but we're about to stumble into, the assembly line, right, where they take the stuff that they've done mined, and they make whatever it is that they make. There's some kobolds there that are, let's just say they're different than the rest of them, right? They're a little bit different. And I think, who had the shift over there this time? Nob, do you remember?
I think it was, one of the newbies. Valerak? Valerina? No, I think it was the first one. Valerak.
Oh, alright, yeah, Valerak. She should be up where the kobolds are, kind of keeping watch on them and making sure that they keep on doing their smashing and combining and, all that stuff.
An assembly line, you say? Most concerning.
Right.
I'm only familiar with one type of assembly line, and if it is what they are, if they are forging what I think they are, or if they are assembling what I think they're assembling, then we've no time to lose.
What do you think they're assembling?
Warforged.
No, they just got the raw materials.
But it will go to be making Warforged, yeah?
I guess so. I've seen some, big suits of armor that don't seem to have people in them, walk out of where we aren't really allowed to go. I'm not sure what's in there, but that's past the assembly line.
Are you familiar with Warforged?
Not in the slightest.
Well, you see, the ones I'm familiar with come out of Blightwater Bay, an unfortunate, blight on an otherwise paradise that is Kobold. You see, they are much akin to automatons, moving sets of large armor that think for themselves. We potentially had an encounter with one earlier, but it was different than what I was used to. This might prove to be quite a challenge. I don't know if I can talk down a robot.
Right, they've got, because they're Because they're mean? Because why not?
Because there's something important that separates you and me from them. You see, we of flesh have souls and hearts and minds. They do not. That is what I speak to when I do my convincing, you see. When I do my persuading, when I try to gather people, when I try to turn them to good. I fear we might have a fight ahead of us.
Right. These things, they're like animals. They don't, like, they act on instinct, or I still don't think I quite understand.
Still a little bit different. Imagine an animal that doesn't fear pain, that moves with the intelligence of a human but has no brain.
You gotta be kidding me.
That attacks with the rage of a passionate heart, but no blood pumps through it.
Alright, listen here. If we see one of those things, I think we gotta run, right?
I might agree with you on that.
Okay, alright. We should be alright, though, going into the assembly line area.
Indeed. Lead the way, Gadunk.
Alright.
And take me with you, because I take all of us with you.
Nob just like hops onto Gadunk's back and does a piggyback ride.
Yeah, we're both. He's Nob's on Gadunk's back, and I'm on Nob's back.
Oh my gosh, that would be a sight. You all come round the corner, and let me reveal some of this area here.
Well,
and before you see a great, large carpet
in a cave
with the design of a massive warrior upon it. And as you guys move forward and through the doorway, you see on your left. Oh, it didn't switch. There we go. You see on the left 3 kobolds with a hooded figure kind of looming over them, stepping back and forth, pacing, looking down at them diligently, smashing little pieces of these bits of molten gem and kind of bluish white pale stone. They're crushing it. They've got a number of instruments about the tables, vials and things to help mix and measure. They're diligently just looking and kind of looking back and forth. Each one seems to have a specific task in completing what is at the end of it, which is these little packages. One is a one pile is a pile of just kind of sacks, velvety sacks, and the other is a vat of this iridescent yellowish orange liquid that is glowing almost like lava, but a lighter color is coming from it. Gadunk leads you this way and says, mind the carpet, don't touch it. Valley Rock.
Yes? What is this, Gadunk? I got that right, yes, Gadunk? Yeah, that's me. You remembered. Yes. Excuse me. Yes, I and Nobia have found this frog over in the pond over at the southern end of the caves.
Okay, and what do you need me for? Well, what is this?
Well, we were just thinking, Well, why don't you speak with this frog here?
And he leans in to whisper to you and says,
Listen, she's a new recruit. I don't know how she's gonna react to this. She's an assassin. She's very sneaky, so she could be a great asset to us, but I don't know how on board she'd be.
and he steps to the side. Still holding you, like, in the binds.
Valley Rock, I believe I only have one thing to say to you.
And what might that be?
Sleep.
Oh, dang! Hold up. All right, give me a sec here. I believe that does. Yeah, that does it. And you feel like with this spell, you just barely, overcame her resolve, and saw her eyes flutter for a second, and go,
No, I've seen this before.
and she falls to her side. You see, Nob does actually catch her, so that her head doesn't slam. But then lays her down and goes,
Holy shit. You can just put people to sleep.
Well,
Thanks for
I
not
can
doing
do
that to
that.
me.
oh, you're welcome. If someone can be persuaded, I like to try to persuade them. But my magical divinity emissary of peace ran out a little bit ago. Now we must act fast. Quickly, Gadunk, or, Naba, tie her up, but keep an eye on her hands. We don't want her to slip out if she is crafty, as you say. Are these kobolds the last of them? Or is there more yet ahead?
Right, I think, it's this one, and then there's one that, guards the place that we're not meant to go.
and you see these three have just not acknowledged you at all. They are still facing, their work and, maneuvering the vials, mixing, smashing things with delicate instruments.
Yeah.
They're kind of making some sounds like,
Hang on.
This is what we're going to do.
This time.
Nob, keep an eye on her. She won't stay asleep forever. Gadunk, take these three. I don't imagine that... I feel as though they might be under some sort of trance. Just grab them and take them out of the well. And then I will go grab the last one, and then you and me, Nob, will leave. Unless, Nob, you would like to grab these three, and Gadunk, you stay here and watch her.
They're under some kind of trance.
I do believe. Look how they haven't risen from their work, even though their magistrate fell asleep and is no longer paying attention to them.
Oi! Oh, you!
you see this one turns around and goes, huh? What? Huh? And like gets startled and like drops one of his vials to the ground and like does an immense like cringing motion as he turns around and looks up at the imposing figure that is Gadunk, and says,
I didn't mean to do that. I swear I can go even mine the materials that you need myself, and I'll put it all back together. I swear.
Okay, it's okay. He's with you now. We're on the same side. Listen, we're getting you out of here. We're getting all three of you out of here.
You're what? What is...
We're freeing you.
You're freeing... Wait. Hang on, wait. We get
I
to...
don't have time to explain. We'll get you out of here and then we'll talk later. Gadunk, which would you like? Would you like to carry these three or watch her?
What's going on here? What's happening?
We're getting you out of here.
We're getting out of here. Okay. Do I have a second to pack my things?
No. We can come back for those.
We can come back for them. Okay. All right. All right.
Huh? What? What's going on?
Just grab him.
Yeah, and you see Caduck just like full on just like bear hugs him. And he starts freaking out even more and is like,
No, don't blow out my candle. Don't do it.
It's okay.
No.
It's okay.
No.
We're getting you out of here. We don't have time to explain. Gedunk, take these 3 and go. Nob, I'm trusting you with her. And then I
All right,
head
hop
towards
on, boys.
the tunnel room.
okay, right on.
If we get separated, meet me at the Die Basilica in town.
Okay, you want me to bring these folks there? No?
Take them to Ted and Red.
Okay, I'll do that.
And he immediately starts storming off.
He goes, okay, so I'm just gonna be here and I watch her. Yeah?
Yes, indeed. And I will say, watch her hands. Make sure she doesn't feign sleep and try to get out of it. And if she does manage to get out of it, these are the types of people you punch.
Ah. Okay.
Good. I wish you luck.
Thanks.
And hold up. Hang on. Let's reveal. You see another pool.
Ooh,
To your right.
home base.
Oh. There we go. And the hall continues to what seems like not light, but you feel a breeze coming through. This hall in particular.
A chilling wind.
Mhm.
My way. The way through there.
All right, you appear back in town.
Hmm.
And you actually pop out right around here.
Sorry, I'm zoomed in. Hang on.
Oh wait. Sorry, it would be at the top side. You appear right like way at the top of the map is it's not like shown there, but there is a cave exit.
Do you have a like can you put me there, or have you already done that?
Oh, I can. Hang on.
hang on. Just a moment. There.
You kind of pop out like
confused.
around here.
Where
And I
are the
can
Warforged?
even shoot now that you have discovered that. Hang on. Let me put a little cave entrance there.
Okay. I don't understand. Gadunk said it was this way, didn't he? Unless there's another secret pool with tunnel under that water. That wouldn't make any sense. How would people be able to go there? This Grumbino is why you were stuck in a river for 5 years. All right,
Can we take
we're going back in.
a brief pause as you turn back around to go into there? I just gotta take a whiz real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna assemble my food since my rice is done.
All right, cool. We'll return in just a moment.
Swig.
All right, I'm back. Now, let's see here. Let's take this chance to look at some of the music. So Air Prelude is pretty freaking nice. Shoot, I wish I'd used some of these tracks in Teresa's one shot as well. Ah well, learn as I go. Nice, that is good. That's Angevin. This is anguish. This one's good too. This one is fairly minimalistic. Nice, good to know. Apprehension. Okay, man. And Keaton, you're not back yet? It looks like... Oh, there he is.
Vic, I don't have my headphones on yet.
Do you have them now?
Yes.
Aha. Welcome back.
Welcome.
Yes, welcome indeed. So,
Ooh.
getting
This is
back
good rice.
into it. Oh, heck yeah. What kind of rice?
It's just like regular rice with some soy and mirin on it. But I made some more rice balls after you guys left.
Ooh.
And so I took the filling from that because I never use all the filling. Or wait, no. I took the filling from the filling that I made for everybody's rice balls because I never use all of it. And then I made more rice balls. And then we were out of rice seasoning. So I just looked up the ingredients and made my own. Worked out perfect. And now I didn't want to go through the process of constructing a rice ball. So I just heated up some rice, put that filling in it, put the rice seasoning on it, and boom. Got an easy lunch.
Nice on, man. I think I'm gonna make a little bit of rice and some broccoli to accompany the chicken I made last night.
Hell yeah.
Dude, the chicken was was a task, my man. I tried to air fry the chicken for the first time. And I think like I put it in one of those like glass pan sort of dealios, and I'm thinking maybe I just needed it to be like less contained and like more open, just kind of on a platter.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know how to air fry like unbreaded chicken. Like even breaded chicken. Like the only things I air fry are like frozen things for like homemade fries.
Gotcha.
Because like I would worry about like the fat in the air fryer.
Oh yeah.
Because my parents have a oven now that is also an air fryer, so they just use that, and that feels easier to air fry if you're doing chicken like that.
True. I did I pretty much like got an egg and then some gluten-free dough or flour, and just kind of like dipped one, then the next, and then plopped them in the pan and threw it in there and hoped for the best.
Hell yeah.
The good news is it did cook the chicken all the way through. So the bad news is it's kind of mediocre. But
mediocre.
Yeah, it's meaty. It's a meaty kind of okra. Tastes just like okra. The weirdest thing.
Well,
but yeah, it still sufficed.
But yeah,
dude. Also, quick amendment. Whenever you came to the mouth of the cave, there was a light covering of snow over the mouth. So when I said a breeze was coming through, that was not the case. But you could see like, a little bit through the snow. There were a couple of holes that clued you in that it was an opening, and it was an easy task to clear it out of the way.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I turned back, very confused. Head back into the cave.
Alright, hold up. You hear... maybe that's not the one. Hang on. There we go. You hear from inside the cave,
Ah! She got away! She got away!
I figured as much.
And you zoom into back into the mines, and sure enough, Nob is running towards you, going,
She wasn't asleep! Oh gosh, oh man, she went into the place that we're not allowed to go, and I don't know what to do.
Hang on. Is it on cool right now? I thought I had it on C. Oh, okay.
We'll just open the window if we need to.
Okay. Got yourself a deal. Well, this certainly changes things. I believe we will have to make a swift retreat.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be for the...
and you hear echoing throughout the chamber this revving. Hang on, let me pull this up.
Man. Okay, we gotta go.
Yep, time to leave.
You both run out of the way you just came. All right, now that you're out here, what do you do?
South. South, Nabu.
Okay.
Over here. Over here.
Oh, okay. Is it behind us? It's behind us, isn't it?
I have no clue. Let's hurry. Let's just make sure we're not being followed.
Right.
Is that fucking Nob?
No, it's not.
Hello.
Goodbye, alarm.
Hello, Urkel.
Hey.
Is it behind? I guess while we're running, I'll roll in a perception check, see if it is in fact behind us, because I don't want to lead it to our people. 22.
22. You do see, exiting the cave is, let me put it onto the map there. Is this ice-clad, figure of armor. The bottoms of its greaves start to glow a blue light as it begins to fly upwards into the air. You see it just looking
Nabu.
left and right,
Under the bridge.
trying to scan.
Oh, okay.
I'll hang on to him since I can deal with water better than he can.
Thanks.
You do hide, and you see as it floats over the town.
Can you get him more under the bridge?
Yes, yeah. Well, there we go.
Thank you.
We'll say he is definitely fully under the bridge.
Okay.
And I would say with the bridge, let's both roll stealth at advantage.
Sounds good. Okay, 16.
Got a 16. Nice. And man,
20.
whew, all right. Let me check on something real quick. Okay, nice. Yeah, you see as it flies, like, it zooms straight by. Settles atop the sky twin basilica. Or sorry, rather like up here at the very top.
Right.
Looks around once again, scanning. And flies back this direction. Settles atop this building here. Scans. Flies back to where it came from. And it vanishes in the distance.
Okay. Do you think we're good?
I believe so. I hope that Gadunk is at the Dai Basilica, or at the very least, safe outside of town.
Right, I hope so too. All right, we're going back to the Basilica then?
Indeed. I believe I could use a nap.
Okay. Yeah, me too. Oh man.
You see, let's see, do you walk straight in or do you rap on the door?
I'll rap on the door and be like, Spock, old friend, are you there?
And you do hear, from inside, the clashing of metal, a, kind of gargled, unfamiliar voice, a crash, a bang, like a commotion inside, until finally,
Oh, it's you, Grogan. Oh, please come quick. there's people here. They got in somehow, and I'm not sure how. They didn't come through the front door, but please, we've got some injured. We need you.
Yes. Nobu, let's go.
Right.
And he draws his battle axe, runs inside, both fists out, and screams a battle cry.
And I assume that is where we will pick up.
Real quick, make me one last perception check as we wrap up here.
Boop.
18. You see in the bushes over here, that same young kobold who had his family wrapped up in that blanket, kind of hiding and just peeking. You can barely see his eyes through some of the leaves and snow.
Can I address that before I go in, or?
You can. It will. Hey, I'll tell you this though. It will cost you a round. You're already going to come into the combat at the end of the 3rd round. This would mean you would come into combat at the end of the 4th round.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right, cool. You notice it, and then charge in.
Did I? Wait. But I meant before. Do I have time to go over there and address it?
I'll say again. If you do, it will cost you a round in the combat.
I'm A-okay with that.
Okay, nice. Then let's see.
What was? Did I ever get his name? The hatchling's name?
I don't think you did. But you see, that the hatchling, very, very focused on you as you approach, and he goes,
Hey, I'm glad you made it here safe.
You as well. But where are Red and Ted? You were supposed to meet with them. They were to take you to Autoclave.
I don't know. I guess they must have left before I got there. I came back here for my sister. I needed to come back here anyways.
Where are your other siblings?
Oh, they're with me here.
And he kind of opens it up, but you see the 4 hatchlings there. Sorry, the 5 hatchlings there are all curled up and just snoozing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still here with me. But I couldn't leave without our sister.
Who's your sister?
She's a dye apprentice named Lamb. Do you know her?
We may have met. The rest of my company is in this dye basilica.
I heard commotion. I'm hoping that she's okay.
I will make sure of it. If you are warm enough, I urge you to stay here. Me and Nobu are about to go in there and help out.
Right, I'm good at not being noticed. I and my siblings will stay here.
Have you seen Gadunk?
Not yet. Did you send him back the way we came?
I sent him out, yes.
Okay. I guess he hasn't made it yet. He's a big fella.
He is indeed. We'll look for him after this battle, and after I make sure your sister is safe. I trust he can take care of himself. Hopefully he didn't get himself stuck in that hole and is now drowning.
I hear lizard folk can hold their breath for a long time, but I'm hoping that's not the case.
I also hope, and if it is, I do believe he has the strength to get himself out.
Right.
I'll find him.
Well, I'll keep an eye out for him as well. Good luck.
Keep safe. I don't have another blanket to give you, but how about a nice, tasty... Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Here, I never had much of a use for this, but perhaps you will. If you come upon any danger, or if any danger comes upon you, take this bag of beans. Just throw one at the danger and make sure you're away from it. It's kind of a roll of the dice of whatever they'll do, But one of them exploded once, so perhaps others will do other things.
Okay,
Also, don't eat those.
don't eat the beans. Okay.
Yes, do not eat the beans. Put it in a place where your siblings
You
cannot
see,
access.
as he reaches for it, and grabs onto it, one of his siblings has like sneakily crawled over his shoulder and is like reaching his tiny little hand towards the towards the bag, straining to get at it. But then Knack notices and like kind of bats him away and goes, "No,
Gosh. Odie, no. Odie, get back in there. Go to sleep.
and he tucks the beans away quickly in one of his pouches.
Thank you.
Excellent. No problem. All right. In we go.
As Nob charges on in.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna delete your 2 tokens here. As Knack is hiding, I'm gonna delete their token as well, and then pull you back to where we will start the campaign tonight, the Sky Twin Basilica.
Nope.
And so again, you will be entering in at the start of the 5th round.
Okay.
If it gets to that. But we will have to see like how that actually unfolds. I tried to be vague in the things that you heard, if you noticed.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was some kind of commotion as you entered in.
I'll just wait until you feel like is a good time for me to get in.
All right, nice. Shoot, nice, dude. This was fun.
Hell yeah.
I wasn't sure how that last little bit was gonna go. It was one of those where like it could have wound up going for 2 hours, but it could have gone for 1 hour, you know?
I felt like I knew what was gonna happen. Like as soon as I left her, I knew she was gonna get out.
Did you know why?
I figured she was going to be asleep for at least a little bit, and then wake up and pretend to still be asleep, because she would have figured she would have been guarded. And then, like I knew that she was going to be gone by the time I got back.
Do you know what the deal is with elves and drow? One of their traits?
Oh, can they not? Can they can resist spells?
They are immune to being put to sleep by spells.
Ah,
And they have advantage against charm effects as well, but like specifically sleep, they have immunity to. They can't sleep. Elves.
then it's very interesting that she let me do as much as I did.
Oh, she acted. You never asked for an insight roll or nothing, so I played it out as if it succeeded.
Yeah, I meant mostly just like the it's interesting that she decided to act instead of stopping me, but I guess she might have felt outnumbered, and also she's an assassin. That makes sense.
She is a crafty one.
Yeah.
But yeah, shoot. Thanks for playing in this little mini game, man.
Hell yeah, boy.
I'm hoping that we can do maybe like some of these once again in the future of the campaign.
Yeah, me too.
Depending on, what all happens. Also, you still have that flower. Keep that in mind.
I do.
Good deal.
Yeah, I know. I was anticipating a combat, and I'm out of spell slots. So I was saving it.
That is good. Oh, that's right. You're completely out of spell slots.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
This combat is gonna be something.
Yeah, I might have to draw swords.
Oh yeah. I mean, you always have your grung poison abilities.
Yeah. And I can shield bash, but I don't want anybody to suffer, but I also don't want to cut anybody. So like,
yeah.
I'm probably just gonna go on the defensive and strategically place myself near people and do the reaction that paladins can do now that I actually have a shield. It's the protection. Yeah.
Heck yeah. I gotta say, I think this is the last thing I'll mention, but I've been surprised at how committed Grumbino has been to his rule of peace. A lot of times I've had a character in the past who was a like protection based paladin as well,
Yeah.
but throughout it he would still quote unquote do what had to be done. But it's sorry, I just wanted to mention I think it's pretty cool how Grumbino has strove to find a way in every scenario.
Thank you.
And I want to make sure you know that, like, I support that as a DM.
I appreciate that. Yeah, it was kind of funny to me when we had that we had like the party had that dispute with Axier, who was throwing his the beans or the seeds in the water, and they were like, "Yeah, but good on you for sticking to the role play." And I was just over there being like, "I haven't killed a single person.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even drawn my swords yet."
Yeah, man, seriously. And that's literally, I think we're coming up on the 5th session.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Is it? I think this might be the 6th one.
Wait, hang on. Let me check my last time. That's right. Last one was session 5. This is the session 5 recap here. So yeah, this will be the sixth session.
Sweet.
All right, cool, man. I'm gonna hop off, go make some rice and some broccoli.
Yeah, enjoy that. And I definitely do hope you get to do more one-shot side missions, because it makes the story feel more real when not everybody knows what's going on.
Yeah, for real. It's one of those where like other stuff is happening in the town behind the scenes, and it kind of gives an opportunity for the certain players to see that kind of stuff. Like, for instance, what Dickie stumbled upon, that was just going to be something that in canon had happened, But yeah, because Dickie specifically asked to like go on this reconnaissance mission, it offered the opportunity.
Hell yeah. And what was I gonna say? I was gonna say hang on.
You were battle crying.
I think that Grumbino's actually only going to draw his swords once he has to fight a Warforged.
Ooh. That, I'm looking forward to that.
Me too, indeed. Hopefully I can get another rest in, or maybe we can level up so that I can get my slots back.
Yeah, there are, there's a couple of outcomes that could be possible out of this combat, but I'm thinking that you guys will probably have a chance to rest.
Yeah, all right, do.
We'll see, but as a DM, I can reveal no. I can reveal nothing for certain.
All right, then I think I know. Okay, cool. Because this also, having this type of information, one of the great things I feel, being prepared for like role playing or this D&D stuff or making plans, is just having knowledge. So now I know. I can be like, hey, yo, guys, I know what we should do next. Cyril didn't really work out because he zipped lips, but we got fucking Nobu and fucking Gadunk. And let's just go find Gadunk. He'll help us get to where we need to go.
Yeah, and I mean, you single-handedly managed to clear out the mines. Like full-fledged, you cleared the mines.
Well, except for that one dude who guards the place where we're not supposed to go, who I was trying to look for, but I went the wrong fucking way. Like you said ahead, and I was like, oh, this way, and I forgot there were 2 other like hallways.
And it was totally like something that Gadunk or was it Nob that said it? Either of those two.
Yeah,
it's totally something that they would have done, where they would have just been like, "Oh yeah, ahead is where the guy is guarding the thing," and
I think that worked out really well, because that was like also perfectly cinematic, because it's just one of those things of away I go.
Wait a second.
That was definitely, oh my god, that was my Sigward moment. Just Oh,
Something
pardon me, I
is
seem to have gotten lost.
something is not right here. What is I appear
This
to be
isn't a
in
cave.
town once again. What is
Well,
excuse
that
me?
worked out perfectly so that I could go see that, be in character as Lost because I was in a river for 5 years. And
Oh, yeah.
then gave opportunity for the elf to get away. And then but then we had an escape route anyway. I think that was pretty good. I think that worked out really well. Because we've been able to very justifiably avoid a major battle with any sort of major climax so far. Because I think it's helping build up the momentum towards our final battle or our final clashes.
Oh yeah, no, and I'm looking forward to that. And I did, I will say, like I did set up the mines in a way that would lend itself well to those sort of opportunities.
Hell yeah. Second slave break of my canon so far.
Oh yeah, dude, and this one went better than the first.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
Because the slaves did not riot, and I didn't have to kill anybody.
yeah, that is good. And I think in here there were probably less slaves than where you were, like when
Yeah.
the first time. I'm not certain, or it might have just
No,
been the fact
definitely
that it was
because,
set
like,
up differently. You know, a mines versus like
it was like
the
an entire
the marsh.
township of slaves.
Mm.
I'm picturing the way I picture Grumbino's home or location is just like a bunch of not mud huts, but like clay, I guess, towers. Like, you know how like the Mayans had like their architecture that was pretty much
Ooh,
just like
yeah,
made out of the earth rather than stone.
yeah.
Something like that. A bunch of like walls and like Grumbino's main thing would be like a central temple or something like that where he would sleep and stuff like that and live. And then I picture I picture it would be similar to Blightwater, where there's kind of like the social caste is kind of dictates the architecture and the layout of the city. I don't think it would have been big, but I definitely think that the outermost ring would have been where all of like it would be like a series of walls that are what's the term, concentric circles, and the outermost ring would be where the slaves are, and so it would have been pretty easy if the slaves the only thing, since the slaves like surround the city, it's like also kind of a defense mechanism if they're attacked, because it's just like, oh, then just the slaves get killed and we get warned first. But if the slaves were to get wise and unlethargic for some reason, then they would have everyone surrounded.
Snap. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Context and setup really makes a difference, man.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. All right, dude. I gotta go feed my pup. But
Yeah.
but yeah, I'll catch you at hopefully earlier rather than later. But we'll see. We'll see when Scott gets back.
Yeah, we'll find out.
All right.
Hopefully we can do something tonight. I have hope.
I do too.
All right.
Love you bunches, Keaton. See ya.
You too, man. See ya.
All right. And hey, if you made it to the end of the video, how's it going? Did you enjoy yourself? I hope you did. And man, thanks for joining us on this little adventure. If you could click on down there on the subscribe button, the like button, all that good stuff. Helps me out, and yeah, it's not too hard to do. If you enjoyed, I would love to hear comments on, what you'd love to hear more of or see more of. And yeah, with that, remember to take the merriment that we found today with Nub, Groggin, the Kobolds, all those lovely little NPCs, and our beautiful player character. Remember to take that merriment, let it set you at ease as you lay your head on your pillow tonight. and let it carry you into tomorrow. Much love, and I hope you wake up tomorrow with a smile to last the day. All right, farewell. Until next time.